Everybody loves the sight of a beautiful wooden boat, but only a few of us boaters are willing to actually take on a project like this. Corby and I spent 9 years restoring this 17-foot Century boat. You say that's quite a task, but it pales in comparison to the story you're about to hear about a dozen men, all in their 70s, who spent 15 years restoring an 80-foot speedboat, one of the most historically significant boat projects ever undertaken, and the last one of its kind.
It's hard to miss the arrival of PT Boat 658. You will hear it coming long before it emerges as more than just a dot on the horizon. Kind of how your eyes are drawn toward the sky by the distinct sound of a radial aircraft engine on a vintage bomber. In the heart of a PT boat lies three 1,800 horsepower Packard turbocharged aircraft engines. And they purr along like a contented tiger, creating more than just a distinctive exhaust note. It is a symphony of raw power. The 78-foot war yacht was one of a fleet of 1,000 built during the Second World War. The PTs were made of wood, not steel, and were able to be produced for the Navy in large numbers by yacht builders instead of tying up shipyards. Yet despite the number built, only a handful exist today, and only one is a running, floating original. People who tour the decks of 658 see and feel a very sturdy, beefy mini warship. Its bulkhead substantial, its rigging strong. It is a Spartan machine as you look down the unembellished deck, past all the armament, and you know its single purpose: inflict heavy damage on the enemy. And while today it accurately reflects the memories of the vets who trusted their very lives to this sturdy little PT, had you seen it 15 years ago, you would have given boarding a second thought.
We brought it up from San Francisco Bay, and it was a mess when we got it.
It was obvious from the get-go that it was going to take a great deal more from the pooled veterans than just financial contributions. Dick Lau, a veteran who survived a suicide plane attack on the PT boat he served on, found that his retirement took a decidedly different direction with the arrival of PT 658 in Oregon.
Being retired, I didn't have a lot of commitments so I had time to work on it and got started and couldn't stop.
During the restoration of PT 658, the boat was beached, it sank, it even caught on fire. Undaunted with all these setbacks, the veterans continued. And with the bad came some good, too.
When we first started that first engine, we didn't have it in the boat yet. We were going to turn it over. Well, that sucker turned over twice and away she went. We honest, Mother, we didn't know it was going to run.
17 years from the time they started on that dock in San Francisco to the christening of the boat in 2005, the PT boat has fueled the dreams of veteran and enthusiast, and it has seen the passing of nearly half of the original 12 who started the project.
We started in on this job. There was all kinds of people that said that boat will never be back in the water again, so it does our hearts good to see the thing underway and know that those people were wrong.
Today, PT 658 is again on assignment with the U.S. Navy as a working historical museum, uplifting the hearts of the remaining vets of the war and teaching scouts, schools, and the merely curious of the sacrifice and courage that surrounded the most heavily armed craft, pound for pound, ever built by the U.S. Navy. While the war that the boat fought is long since over, and the veterans who willed this project into existence have seen it to fruition, there is still one battle left to fight.
There is also some concern, about when we're gone, who's going to look after the boat. I hope that some of these younger volunteers that we had will continue their interest.
There's a lot of stuff that we want to do to it yet, but we're passing it on to the younger guys. I don't work on it much anymore.
To these men of the greatest generation, it is not the memorial to themselves they are concerned about. Rather, the appreciation of the magnitude of what really was at stake when our fathers and grandfathers defended freedom on faraway shores.
We're trying to tell them about our part of it as much best we can.
I think it's important that these things be preserved so that future generations will know what happened.
PT 658 comes out a few times a year for events and rides at regular intervals. Of course, Veterans always move to the front of the list, followed by scouts and school classes. The story of the Restoration, the vets, and their tales of war are artfully told on a DVD titled Devil Boats, The Saga of PT 658. But to tour the boat in person and visit with the men who valiantly served is the best way to experience it. If you can, I recommend you do it very soon. From the Trailhead, I'm Chad Booth.